one more take. It's painful, but I've done it before. I record most of these off stream, and there has been a time, or multiple times, where I've re-recorded the whole thing. If I do it on stream, I try to just power through it. But there's been times where I've done the whole, like, this one was a bit longer because it was 2 tournaments. But I've done it where it's like a 25-minute video, and then I just re-record the whole thing all over again because it just wasn't good enough. Didn't flow right. Or how do you know what each tab was when switching around Real Pro? Well, I mean, basically, I put these all together, right? So as I'm building the story, I'm thinking about what I want to say next, and then I get the tab to represent what I want to say. And as I'm building this up, this takes like an hour or two to prep ahead of time, right? So I have to like sit here and think about what I'm saying, and then so I know the flow of it. And worst comes to worst, if I totally forgot, if I hover the mouse here, it gives you a preview. So that's the tech. If I really need to stall, I'll say some filler, and then I'll put the mouse here, and that's how that's the tech. If I'm really lost, no script, you just have an idea what you want to say. Yeah, no script. Occasionally I'll do outlines. Occasionally I'll take notes, and I'll outline everything and then have the tabs to reference it. But no, the tabs are the script. Yeah, the tab is the outline. It reminds me of what I want to say. If I try to actually script what I wanted to say, it would be way worse. I can read a script if I'm looking at it, but to reiterate from a script without actually looking at a script is so hard. Anytime I do something scripted, which occasionally I'll do scripted YouTube stuff or something more well edited, whenever I do that, it is so fucking hard. I do so many takes. If I can kind of freeform a sentence and do some variation of it, it's so much easier. But if I have to say precisely one sentence, like I've done ad reads and things of that sort, where you have to say exactly what they tell you, that is so hard. My brain makes up random orders for the words and, replaces words with something similar or whatever. Do I have any formal experience with public speaking? No. I mean, I went to school and I have a job and I do this and I've done talk shows. I guess I've gathered experience because I've done a bunch of this stuff and I've done shows. But if you're talking about like going on a podium and talking to people about shit I don't care about, then no. But also, you got to remember, like, I genuinely care about this shit. I feel like it's way different when it's a topic that like any kind of contextual stuff, I just have rattling in my brain. Like the fact that Idazan is the Capcom Cup 2018 runner-up or whatever, like I just have that in my head. I didn't have to Google that and put in the notes for a slide deck to remind myself or whatever. This shit about Zhen and Meta RD. I just know this. It's like pointless Street Fighter trivia that I just have drilled into my noggin. I think it's much easier in that sense. Oh, wait, what is this? Is AA exposing me? Oh no, I haven't seen this. Behind the scenes of Brian F tutorial vids. Oh no. All right, you know how to save the most stylish for last. Here's the most. All right, you know how to save. This is crazy. It's literally what we were just talking about. Hold on. He's exposing me. All right, you know how to save the most stylish for last. Here's the most... All right, you know how to save... You know how to save the most stylish demon for last, and here it is. You know I had to save the most stylish demon for last, and here it is. You know I had to save the most stylish demon for last, and here it is. Fireball Clash Demon. The punish counter on the screen confirmed that was indeed a punish. All right, you know what? The crazy part is he's not even getting the worst of it. He's not even getting the worst of it. Because if I have too many retakes, this is what I'm talking about if I had to do scripted stuff. So first of all, this was both scripted and I had to execute, right? So that was double. Yo, AA, it's crazy you brought this up because literally I just did another video and we were talking about doing this in X number of takes and how Ludwig Mogul Mail, it tells him how many takes, and I was saying how difficult it is to do scripted stuff. And then I check my mentions and you have this tweeted out. It's like, you're bizarre. Bizarre coincidence here. But I was saying, you don't even get the worst of it because if shit gets real bad, I don't send you the clip. Like, there's this times 5. There's 5 videos of this that are like extra long, and then I just delete them. I'm like, shit, this take went 3 minutes long of failures, delete, and I start over. So if I get it within like the first couple of takes on a recording, I'll send it. But if it gets like over a certain amount, I just delete it and start all the way over. No, there's some crazy outtakes. I lose my mind sometimes. And this is because I had like a canned phrase I wanted to say. Why not just cut the first bit? What do you mean? The process for me recording this, it's not easy to cut video files and send them without losing quality. That takes effort, actually. Maybe if you guys don't do a lot of video editing and video file management, it takes a surprisingly large amount of effort to cut videos up without re-rendering them. So I use FFmpeg to like chop videos up without re-rendering, so that it's not like, you know, re-rendering basically it's compression over and over again. It degrades the quality over time and adds artifacts. And then if you want to splice a file, you have to use another program to do that, like FFmpeg, and then that takes time. It takes time. Like even if you give it all the parameters of what you want to cut, which is to write a script for, and then, you know, give it the command and then have it run the command. If it's a large video file, that literally takes processing time and it takes a while. Get After Effects or Premiere, I don't understand how that would change anything. If I'm cutting the video files and sending it to someone else who are using a different editing software, it'll still take time. I don't understand. Are you saying I can cut the videos and leave the raw file without having it re-render? Because I want to send the raw file. I don't want any rendering done. And even then, it still takes time. I'm sure if those offer that option to cut the file raw and send it, then it will still take time to process. So if because the other extreme of this is I'm chopping up 4-hour-long Twitch stream VODs. AA is my editor. AA does the vast majority of the editing. These kind of discussion videos, oftentimes I just do them one take and I chop up a little bit, clean them up, and do them myself. Never mind, I was half listening, my B. Are you telling me how to edit videos? Yeah, I respect it. Bro, you just gotta edit the video. You sending your editor the footage, can't have him remote into a NAS or whatever to work off that. We use Google Drive. But also, the point of me chopping up the video is to like streamline it, because I know, because I was there, what parts are useful and what parts are not. I don't always do that. Depends. But for stuff like this, like when I'm doing the tutorial vids, I try to just have each chunk ready